careful who you tell your story, because people who know your story, they're the ones who will tell it. There's no criminal act on you. There's nothing found on you. So he said, you know, with your merit, you have spent 4 days there. I'm sorry for this happening to you. And he said, I'm going to let you go on your merit. But go back and pay the money you have used for your school. Go back and pay it back to the student commission. Yeah. So he said, you are free. And that's the 5th day.
That was on the 5th day?
Yeah, and I was so happy. Oh God, thank God I'm going home. I'm free. You know, when I got to the jail there to leave, they said, no, you can't leave. The immigration have entered your case.
Oh, the immigration was invited?
Yes, right. The immigration got into the beast. They want to talk to me. You know, so we said, but we're going to give them 48 hours. If they don't show up in 48, after 48 hours, you're free. Man, I started fasting and praying. By fire, by force, they won't show up. I started praying that God don't let them show up. And my prayer answered first day, they didn't show up. So I intensified my prayer. I said, yeah, God is answering my prayer. So I said, they are not showing up. But 4 a.m. in the morning, the next day, they show up. 2 hours.
Immigration?
Yes, 2 hours for them to let me go. Because after 7 o'clock in the morning, they don't show up, I'm gone. So, you know, they show up. So they took me from there all the way to San Francisco that day in the morning.
They took you from where?
From the jail there.
From the jail?
Stopped in here, yeah.
Stopped in here?
Yeah.
All the way to San Francisco?
San Francisco Immigration Office. So you know, they took me there, and after, when I got there, they have a room for everybody, from Philippines, Filipinos, Mexicans, all different type of people in the room. They put us in the room, and you have to walk in. They call your name, you go straight to the judge. They listen to your case. The judge will decide whether to let you go back to your country or stay, whatever. And they call everybody. While I was there, I was just sleeping. I didn't worry no more. I didn't worry at all about it anymore. I know that the person I saw was God, so I never worry about it. I just sleep there, sleeping, and I fell asleep. And they listened to every cases there. They started around 9. At 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or so, the judge left. They forgot me in the room there. I was the only one left in the room, still sleeping. Until a lady, one of the officers who was going home, saw me there and just woke me up. Hey, Mr. Man, what are you doing here? I said, I didn't see no one anymore. So I was brought here to meet the judge.
Oh.
So it was like, which judge? The judge has left since 1 o'clock.
Oh.
This is to 5.
Oh.
So I didn't know. So he went back and called everybody. So they decided, and I remember that was, I think that was on Thursday or so. So they said the judge is not coming again until Monday. So where are they going to put me? So they don't have a place to put me. So they have to put me on people taking them to the headquarters immigration office in San Diego. So because I can't see any judge anymore, okay, until the following week, and there was no place for them to put me. So they have to put me with criminals, people who write checks, who push drugs, and they don't even have their papers or whatever, they are foreigners. So they put me with them on the way to San Diego that evening. I was first the only one in the bus. Gradually they will stop in different places, stop in Fremont, stop in different places, stop in Bakersfield.
That must have been a terrible experience.
That was a terrible experience, man. And I'm telling you, when they see me, I don't know what the officers, they look at me like, I don't know, they see something in me, they say, oh, where are you from? I said, Nigeria. Oh, okay. Credit card? I said, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they said fake checks? I said, no. That's how I found out that they know Nigerians that come here with those two things.
Oh.
I said, no, I didn't have anything. They said, oh, you are right. Then they open my file. Then they say, oh my God, your school? That is what all of them say. all along the way. So we got to LA. And remember, it's on Thursday. Okay? We got to LA. We got to LA on Thursday. That's the 6th day. We got to LA on 6th day. So, because we can't see, it was too late. We can't see any judge. So they just give me my bed and everything, and they took care of me very well. So other people, I met other people there too. So then on Friday, all right, on that Thursday we couldn't see anything. On a Friday next day, the 7th day, I went in front of the judge. And it was a woman, a lady, and then she read my case, said, Mr. Ola, what happened? I'm not reading your case now, your school. Can you tell me what happened? So I told her everything. She said, oh my God, I've never seen anybody get a case like that in front of me. And the judge said, look, Mr. Adagudu, I told her my story, how it happens. So, and he said, I want to tell you, do you have a girlfriend? I said, yes. Is she an American? I said, yes. Do you love her? I said, yes. He said, go and marry her, and I will let you stay.
The judge said this?
He said this in front of everybody. Even after the case, some of the officers coming to me and said, do you know the judge? Do you know the judge somewhere? I said, I never seen him before. So they was kind of surprised. She said it there. And she even called me. He said, you have a lawyer? I said, yes, she's in San Francisco. He said, my lawyer said he doesn't have to do anything now. So he said, you have a lawyer? I said, yes. So you have his number? I said, yes. He said, come over here. And he gave me a seat. They laid me, unbelievable. And he said, give me the number. And I called the number for her. She called my judge. She called my lawyer.
She did that?
She did.
That's a miracle there.
They were talking. She said, oh, Mr. Ola, he says, yeah, whatever, you are his lawyer. I said, yeah, Mr. Lawyer. He said, I'm here, I had the case because of the school or something like that. I said, yeah. He said, I'm going to let him come back home. He's going to leave here today.
Wow.
He's going to come back. Okay, so the judge said I should go and pay $5,000 for bail. And she told me the money will be given back to me when everything is settled. So she looked at me, she could tell I didn't have $5,000 with me. So she said, I know, it seems like you don't have it, right? I said, yeah, I don't. He said, but can you pay $2,000? Even though I don't have $2,000. But I said, yeah, I have it. So she said, okay, go home, I will let you go. Go pay that $2,000 and go back home. I will put 6 months. She's going to put 6 months for my next hearing in San Francisco. All right? So within that 6 months, go marry that girl and you'll be all right. That's what he said. So I was so happy. I'm leaving tonight. I'm going to find a way to pay that $2,000. But you know what? With the way God works, God still wanted to show me that don't ever believe you have people around you. Have yourself. Don't believe anything, because when things are good, everybody's around you. When things go bad, you will see who's your friend. God really wanted to show it to me, but I will tell you, it's a miracle.
Okay.
So I was supposed to go back home that day, all right, to get 2,000. I called my best friend. She's a lady. She's my best friend. I call her. Then she said, she have to look for the money. And I said, don't let me wait on her alone. Let me call my cousin in LA, right there. These are the people, one way or the other, I've done something for. So my cousin said, if she has to sell all her jewelry, you have to do something to get that 2,000 for me. Don't worry, call me back. At the end of the day, people who promised me, none of them picked my phone again.
None of them?
None. Zero. They didn't pick my phone, nobody. Until I asked one of my friend, Terry. She's one of my best friends. She was trying to look for me. I know she doesn't have it. I didn't even ask her. I know how she lives. She struggled a little bit financially. I didn't even ask her because I didn't want her to put in trouble. So I said, Terry, can you help me call Violet? I've been calling her. That was my best friend. I've been calling her, but she never picked the phone again. I just called her now. She didn't pick up. Call her. Maybe she will talk to you. So Terry called, I think they saw the number that it's not a known number. So the boyfriend picked the phone and said, oh, my name is Terry, so want to talk to Violet. So Violet picked the phone. The Violet told her, oh no. He said, but Pala is waiting for you. You said you are going to help him, but you never picked the phone again. He said, oh, my fiancé said I should not get involved. That was my best friend. I said that. Nobody could help me, not even my brother. You know? So, and that's what God wanted me to see first, before he intervened. See God? So I learned from that. After they said no, something just clicked in my head. I have, what do you call it? I have only one credit card that time. So I called Terry to help me get the number in my house. Find the number from West Fargo, give it back to me, I'll call them, my account number. So she gave it to me, and I called. And I called West Fargo. So West Fargo, I told them, look, I'm supposed to pay your money about 4 days ago. I'm incarcerated somewhere. And the judge just told me to go back home, but I have to pay $2,000 as a bail. Okay, so they said, okay, we'll put $2,500 there for you. It's a shocker to me.
West Fargo?
West Fargo Bank.
The bank
Yes.
decided to put $2,500?
To put money in my account, yeah, because they saw the way I've been dealing with them. I don't know whether God it's another miracle. The woman said, oh my God, I'm sorry for that. He said, but you have a good pain standing here, standing. So how much do you say you need? I said, they told me to pay $2,000. And they said, okay, we will increase your limit to $2,500. So I said, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So he said, wait till 2 hours. Okay, that was the 7th day. Remember? On Friday. So immediately I checked around 5:15 or something like that. Around 5 after 5, few minutes after 5. I found out the money was there. I was so happy. So I went downstairs to make the payment. Okay?
Yes, sir.
To make the payment. So when I got there, I got a setback. Unfortunately, they closed.
Oh, they closed for the day?
They closed for the day. And they are not coming back until Monday. So I have to stop there for another 2 days. Remember? That was on the 7th day.
That was the 7th day?
Yeah. On Monday, which is on the 10th day, I went there in the morning. I paid the money. And they did my paperwork. And they said, you are free. And I told Terry, my friend, help me get a ticket for Southwest to come back home, one-way ticket. So she bought the ticket, and I came back home. So exactly 10 days on Monday, I left that place.
Just as
I've read, remember I said in Revelation 2:10, said, don't worry, we're about to suffer. The devil put you into prison for in 10 days, don't worry. In 10 days, you'll be free.
On the 10th day, you were set free.
I set free on Friday, but I couldn't go because I have to pay that money. On Monday and on the 10th day, I was free.
So God knows everything.
Because that's a part in everything I went through. And that's why, you see, giving all this testimony now is for one thing. I thank God I'm in a position where I can give it today to you. I've said it in one or two churches before. To elevate God's way, that God still answers prayers and God is still there. You know, it might be one person that will be touched. I'm okay with that. But they said that it's no testimony without a test. That's the test that got me this testimony today. And I thank God. I went back to San Francisco. My goodness, everything went by fast. Get my citizenship. And the lady I was dating that time, because she's my girlfriend, but I didn't like her that much to be married because I've told my family I'm going to marry somebody from home. You know, so she knows that. But she's tried to win me to her house or something like that. So when she didn't see me anymore, she didn't know where I was. She has been asking me to move with her, to live with her. Long time ago, I said, no, I'm not living with any woman.
She's an American.
She's an American. You know, her name is Vanessa Nilo. You know, she didn't see me anymore. So she started going to my church in Fremont. But she didn't see me anymore, so they didn't know where I am. She called my number. You know, I didn't have my phone, so they took my phone, so I couldn't get any calls. So she been calling. She gave up like, I hope they didn't kill this guy. He didn't see my name in the news like he's dead or anything. She was worried. So the day I came back home, I have told my God, no matter what Super Bowl they are playing on Sunday, no matter NBA championship they are playing, I will record it. I will not leave my church. I'll go to church. So that day, I get back on Monday. On Tuesday's fellowship, Bible fellowship at the church. So I went there. The daughter saw me. She ran. I looked like a ghost to her. She ran to her mom. Oh, Ola is here. Ola is here. So she came back to me and said, where in the world have you been? And I told her what happened to me. Everything from A to Z. So you see now you have to live with me now.
So you had a genuine
relationship with her.
Mm-hmm. You got married.
We got married with her.
Well, during this period, if you don't love me any longer, then one of you can go
now each way, each other way. Oh. Yeah, that's what we had that program. That's the reason why I now move with her. I think she loved my honesty, so I moved with her. So now, because we are married together now, I have to know more about her. So she told me, she gave me a job where she work, but she never mentioned immigration office or anything like that. It's a different office and doesn't have anything about immigration with it. So I just said, okay. You know, so when I married her, she first fired my lawyer. She said, Ola, it's a small case. You don't need that lawyer anymore. We don't need a lawyer. It's a small case. So around that time, United States Table Tennis Association, they found out I've gone through all this, and they were really upset. Like, why would they have to go through this? They're supposed to have done things for him or something like that. So they came out during my trial in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. They said they want to stand up for me. So that lawyer I have then was telling me, Ola. No, sorry, I took it back. That time after I came back from San Francisco, my wife fired the lawyer I have. Told the lawyer we don't really need you anymore. And the lawyer wanted me to say it by myself. I said, yeah, if whatever she says is fine. We don't need you anymore. And the guy was threatening me like, if they might send you home. I think because of the money I'm paying him. I was paying him that. So she said, I said, okay, so we don't need you. So he left. So now we got a pro bono. A pro bono lawyer, you don't have to pay them money. They will look at your case, they say they can take it. You don't pay them, but when they finish the case and you are free or whatever, you can give them whatever you want to give them. And if you don't give them, it's okay. It's a non-profit company. So my wife got that, she got that. So we started going to the San Francisco's office, immigration office. And the lawyer, the judge, every time she come, Mr. Ola, I like your tie. I like your dress. I like it as That's another bill I got. So at the end of the day, the judge just said, I think you need to process your case. Go for the interview with your wife. So they set it up. We have to go to San Francisco immigration office for interview with me and my wife. They set a date. So on that date, we went for the interview. There was about 4 cameras in front of us. A seat, 2 seats, me and her, with the interviewer there. Yeah, so, and she already told me, Ola, this is small case. Say anything that you know is right. Don't make anything up. Don't make stories up. Just say it. If they ask you silly questions you don't know, I don't know. All right? Just tell them you don't know. Okay. Don't fake any answer for anything. Just say the truth. Even if they ask you my middle name, if you don't know it, tell me you don't know. So I said, okay. So we started up together. That was the first day I knew who my wife was there. So they asked her question first. They said, you are the wife, right? He said, what's your name? He said, my name is Betrayal. The man was like, Betrayal. She had her middle name again. He said, wow. He said, we have somebody like has the same name like you. In this, I said, that's me. I'm the only one with that name.
That's an immigration.
Yeah. He said, you work with immigration? He said, yeah. I look at my wife like,
you didn't know that she works there?
no, she didn't work in immigration, but where she work, she is the one that do all their vacation and everything, that approves them.
Oh, okay.
She has to approve. It's an immigration, she works for immigration, but our office doesn't show any immigration thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But it's just like another department that take care of those people that work there. You know, so the man said, you are the one? He said, you are Vanessa Nelo there? I said, yeah, I'm the one. He said, so he tried to test her. Like, you know, I had my file. I sent my file for vacation. I sent it recently. Then my wife was like, what's your name? Then he mentioned his name. And she remembered right away. She said, yeah, I remember that file. I've signed it. I approved it. You haven't got it? He said, yeah, I got it. And I remember that name. She said she remembered that name, that she had done it. So the man was like, oh, really? And that was the end of the interview.
That was the end?
That's it.
They couldn't go further?
They couldn't ask me nothing much. Nothing at all. They just asked me, your full name? What's your full name? I said, here's my full name. He said, okay, I think, to the best of my knowledge, there's no case here. It's fine. That's it. That's the story. That is how I became a permanent resident. And 5 years later, I became a citizen. It's a long story in life, but I just thank God that today I have the opportunity of relating it to you. And what I want to get from there is there's somebody somewhere who needs to believe, like God still in the business of miracles. God still exists, He's still working. Okay, just continue to serve God, and He'll make your way.
And all it's because you held on to the book of Revelation 2 verse 10 that you received.
That gave me the confidence.
That gave you the assurance.
Assurance that this is not my fight. And I never look back. And it's a big testimony. In 10 days, I was free.
From Nigeria, you
Yes.
said so?
Yes.
And you from Elisha.
Yes.
So please, can you still say something in your native dialect?
I can't speak it very well, but it's not like I'm not as good as when I first came here. You know, because I hardly find somebody to speak my language with.
Okay.
Even my daughter, she understands Yoruba very well, but she can't speak it because I don't speak to her. You know, but I still speak very well.
Okay. So what can you tell the viewers in Yoruba? Because
ìpẹ̀lẹ́ níbẹ̀ ni o gbogbo Ìjẹ̀ṣà ìyẹn á dùn lẹ́rùn rẹ o àárò ń ṣe láyé rí a o
Àmín.
inú mi dùn láti sọ Ìjẹ̀ṣà o Ìjẹ̀ṣà gbé a o Òbòkun á gbé a o àmín o.
Interesting. I just want to understand what you just said in Egyptian.
No, I just said I greet them, hello Ìjẹ̀ṣà people, you know that our traditional food is going to be continued sweet in your mouth.
Oh, what's the traditional food?
Iyán.
Iyán.
Iyán dùn lẹ́rùn rẹ o.
Is it the powdered pounded yam or
the pounded one?
The real one.
The real one.
From one miracle to the other, you know, initially having to make a request for his Bible and having a word from God, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. I tell you, I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check it out, and I'm sure you're checking it out. So if this is your first time of watching me on this show, once again, my name is Orishua Daniel Etuere. And if you're yet to subscribe, hey, what are you waiting for? Hit that button. Thank you for the likes, thank you for the comments, and thank you for sharing our videos abroad. Till we meet next time. Love you all.
Thank you.